Take a deep breath, collective. And just hard sigh it out. Deep breath. Hello, collective. We love you so much. We absolutely are so in love with you. We can't even stand it. Can't even take it. 44 on the clock. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. We really do love you. We are so proud of you and where you are going and how you're getting there and the attention you're giving yourself. We hope you are. We are thinking of you, giving yourself love and attention and attending to your emotional needs before anyone else's so that you can be a clear vessel of pure positive energy. We love you. Not for toxic positivity, but to choose joy in any and all situations, to be able to know that you have a choice to choose joy and that joy can be found in any circumstance, even if you're having a bad time, because we live in a dualistic universe, which we teach you on Spirit News. My name is Patience. I am your host of Spirit News, and we are so excited to be here with you. We have created this podcast with my very own spirit team who advised me or guided me to do so in order to impart the knowledge and wisdom that they share with me. I am following in real time the spiritual guidance that they give me to help clear my field and find alignment in this life now to be a co-creator of the universe, a master manifester. And we are choosing joy every day and having a fantastic time, and we're feeling so grateful. So freaking stinking grateful for all our blessings, and we're so happy to be here with you. Thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Hit that like button if you like what you see and you want to see more. We greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel out so people can resonate with our message if they want to. You don't have to. Spirit always says it's about quality, not quantity. So it's all a choice, and we love you no matter what. If you are guided to be here, we are so grateful that you're here, and we hope that you receive some kind of healing that you need, whatever we can provide energetically. We are happy to do so. And we have documented our whole spiritual journey on the TikToks. If you want to take a look at what that looks like, I am a childhood psychic that was born this way. I was born psychic. And we repressed our psychic abilities because it scared people and it scared ourselves. And we repressed them up until 4 or 5 years ago, where we had some traumatic events that spontaneously activated it. And I was guided to empower myself to learn how to control them and how to honor them and use them for good. Hey, Zachary, if you're going to be naughty, I'm going to get you out of here. If you're going to be naughty, I'm going to get you out. But if you want to stay and get some heals and some feels and some lovins, you are more than welcome to stay. But if you're going to act up, then I got to get you out. Okay? It's a choice. We just said it's a choice. Everything's a choice here. Okay? So we're so happy to be here. We are using this platform guided by my... Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hi. I was guided to create this platform to help train my abilities, my psychic abilities. We believe everybody's psychic. It is not something that just certain people can do. Everybody, hey, Robin! Everybody, love you. Everyone has intuitive abilities, maybe at different levels. Maybe some people aren't as tapped in or don't understand how to read the energy, but it doesn't mean that they're not able to learn or to activate that within them, because we believe here at Spirit News, bringing you higher perspectives of linear views, Spirit has taught me that everyone's psychic, and what we have labeled as psychic is really our non-physical energy, and we are not human. We are non-physical entities of vibration, frequency, and breath having a human experience. So we are eternal. We don't die. There's no such thing as death. And as a spirit medium, I'm learning that every day. Oh, Spirit just said she hates you. So, 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 Spirit just sa But we're learning that death is an illusion and that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are first and foremost pure positive energy, and we are came down here to have a limited experience because we thought it would be fun, and we forget that it's supposed to be fun, and there's multidimensional, very multifaceted the reasons we come here, not just for learning. A lot of people say it's earth school, which it is. Lots of souls desire to come here to help uh, evolve their soul's purpose, their soul's design, their soul evolution. And the greatest way to do that, or the quickest way, is by your emotions. And Spirit has said to me that we are on a water planet, and water planets will be the most emotive, and that here we get to feel the emotions, and that's really exciting for Spirit because Spirit's non-physical. So Spirit, it will be in non-physical form planning their arrival here, their incarnation in theory, and then when they come here they forget where we truly come from, because if you knew all the answers then it wouldn't be fun. Okay, so the whole point of the game is to it would be defeating. Yeah, Spirit said defeated. The whole point of the game. Hello, Mystic Healer. Hello, everybody from North Korea. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, welcome. Everybody, come in. All are welcome. None are rejected. So the whole point of coming here is to have a limited experience, to see how much you can recall, how much you can remember, how much you can come back to your source, how much you can transmute in a limited amount of time. And sometimes because we forget, we do it multiple times, but because we want to. We can get stuck in karmic cycles if you're like a newer soul and you're having a hard time. Spirit said true. You're having a hard time breaking generational patterns, which we also call generational curses. It's just a pattern that's repeated through generations, just by being a witness to it. So in this time we're going from the head to the heart consciousness, which we talk more about on Spirit News, but that's why another reason why we make these podcasts, because we were very passionate about showing you what it looks like in real time to follow intuitive guidance or spirit guidance, and to help us understand higher perspectives of linear views of things we don't understand energetically. So we are first and foremost energy, so we are really passionate about that here. Okay, hey, from Ireland. Oh, what a great way to connect. Isn't this so fun? I am so excited to be with you. Thank you so much. So we're learning how to read energy, and everything is energy. So I've been doing this new thing. Well, I don't want to say I've been kind of doing it this whole time, but really focusing lately on how Spirit gives me messages other than readings. This is just a very concentrated, specific way to learn how to read energy. And it helps me throughout the day when I'm not doing them to understand how Spirit's talking to you at all times. Confirmation, because Spirit never stops talking to you. It's us that don't listen intentionally, every day, all day. And part of receiving or being in a receptive mode is actually cultivating a relationship with them, just like you would your grandma or your sister. And that is the element that I'm learning, that I'm observing, that really differentiates someone who like goes to church or reads a Bible versus someone who actually follows their intuition. Because a lot of church people will say that being psychic is a sin or there's something wrong with it. But what we're learning is that's not true. Everybody's psychic, and you don't need a priest or someone to talk to God. You can talk directly to God because you're a non-physical entity having a human experience. So we're trying to teach you through our example not to do it like us, but to show you that it's being done, that you can talk to your own guidance. And everybody has a spirit guides, up to three. You can definitely have other ones if you want to ask for help. You can always ask for help, they'll never deny you. But you have three assigned to you. A past, a past, a future, you're the present, and then an archangel. So really there's four because you're the fourth, and you can be your own guide because you have a higher self. But past, present, future, and an archangel. That's what I'm learning. So mine's Mish, Mirabelle, and Mantis. And yeah, I don't know why I was compelled to tell you that. Okay. So we're learning that energy is fluid, and it could be past, present, future. It could be an Akashic record. It could be an alternate timeline, which is so much fun. We have some alternate timeline tales of people. We've got alternate timeline tales of that were like very intricate stories and had a very awesome moral ending, like or lesson that was learned. So you can check that out on our TikTok, on our Spirit News, and we have it on our playlist as well as alternate timelines. So we're going to read a psalm. Okay, I'm called to read a psalm to start us off. So I opened up to Psalm 17, Prayer for Rescue from Persecutors. Hear, Lord, my plea for justice. Pay heed to my cry. Listen to my prayer from lips without guile. From you let my vindication come. Your eyes see what is right. You have tested my heart, searched it in the night. You have tried me by fire, but find no malice in me. My mouth has not transgressed as others often do. As your lips have instructed me, I have kept from the way of the lawless. My steps have kept to your paths, my feet have not faltered. I call upon you, answer me, O God, turn your ear to me, hear my speech, show your wonderful mercy. You who deliver with your right arm those who, Spirit said, unashamed, those who seek refuge from their foes. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings from the wicked who despoil me. So someone may have spread gossip or talked behind someone's back, or someone may have transgressed their lips or their mouth. The thing I'm learning about gossip is it never ends well, okay? If you have something to say with somebody, just go tell them. Dawn, if you're gonna be naughty, I'm gonna get you out of here. But you can stay if you can choose to be a good. But if you're gonna be naughty, I'm gonna block you, okay? I'm gonna give you the choice though, okay? We want to have love here, all right? So, and this is so funny because we were watching a show last night and the young lady overheard this woman telling somebody else's business behind that person's back. And she went up to her and said, it's not nice to talk about people behind their backs. And this young lady is a bit socially awkward, so she didn't mind doing that. But a lot of people don't say anything. They kind of just go with it, you know? I know myself, I feel uncomfortable when people talk about other people to me, so I just don't say anything. I don't want to talk behind people's back. I don't want to enforce that behavior, and I don't want to talk about people when I don't know all the facts, you know, because what I'm learning is you might see it from your perspective. You might see something from your perspective in the energy you're in, and that will alter your perception of what you see. If you repeatedly come in here and offend the sacred women, oh, Robin, I love you. I love you so much. Sacred, you know. kidding. We're all sacred. We just forgot our divinity. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, I had a friend, and we're not friends anymore. And this was one of the reasons because she would talk. Oh, she Spirit says street. She from the streets. She would talk about people, right? And I would always have this feeling that I couldn't really tell her my business because I knew, because she talks about everyone else's business, I knew intuitively deep down that she's not someone I can really share like my truth with, okay? So I wouldn't tell her everything. I'd be very selective. I wouldn't divulge everything like she would, and that's fine. If the friend wants to divulge their business to me, I'm a secret keeper. I'm a gatekeeper. I'm not going to go tell you secrets even though you tell mine or make it up. So what people do is when they're in this energy of gossiping and talking about other people's business behind their backs, instead of asking them, because it's more fun, it's more exciting, it's more dramatic to perpetuate gossip that is exaggerated or embellished or even just a pure illusion, okay, which is essentially a lie, even though they made it up in their head. But people will assume from one particular aspect of your situation, but you didn't divulge the whole story, and they'll fill in the blanks. And that will, and someone who sunlight, thank you, Spirit, and someone who likes to gossip will fill in the blanks to make it more exciting, to make it more fun to talk about, especially if they're doing drugs or alcohol or they're in a party setting or in a social setting. Exactly, yes. Gossip is, and even if it's not a lie, it's not your business to talk about. If you want to talk about it, go grab the person and say, hey, do you want to talk about what's going on? We want to be here for you. And actually, like, come from a place of wanting to care instead of wanting to impress people with, drama, So I had a friend like that. And so what she did is she took one vulnerable thing she knew about me and she created this whole persona and then believed it and gossiped about it and believed what she made up about me. So that is transgression of the mouth. You have to be responsible with the words you speak, with the intention you speak with. And I knew that because she talked like this with everybody, that there's no way in a million years that she's not doing the same about me. So if you have a friend, and maybe that's what we're going to be talking about, or maybe this is just a PSA right here. I don't know, we'll see. But if you have somebody who's constantly talking about other people and who's constantly gossiping and very dramatic and always in people's business, take that as a sign that you aren't going to be a secluded person that's not included in that person's gossip. That's just not possible. This person, that's what they do. So it's a guarantee that they're doing the same about you. And in my opinion, and from what I experienced, I don't want a friend like that. I don't want a friend that I can't trust to my business to when I'm not with them, That's not someone you can be friends with. That's not a friend. I don't tell anybody's business. I zip my lip. You tell me something very personal. I take that as an honor that you trusted me with that information, and I'm gonna cry. And I'm going to honor that and not break your trust. That's what I perceive as a friend. So in this prayer, in Psalm 17, prayer for rescue from persecutors, someone could have possibly made up gossip about somebody who doesn't do that, who has no malice in their heart, and it could have sparked some kind of fire in the night. And there's some kind of vindication that's coming for them because they've prayed. They could have prayed or asked God for help because they, my ravenous enemies press upon me. That's another thing. If someone is so dead set on making you look a certain way to people, well, that's not that's not a friend. That's an enemy. I just found you on recommended. Can you summarize the thing you're yapping about? Well, we just read Psalm 17, prayer for rescue from persecutors. So I was reading it and it says, please deliver me with your right arm. Those who seek refuge from their foes, keep me as the apple of your eye. For those who have used their mouth to transgress against me, from the wicked who despoil me. My ravenous enemies press upon me. So we were just talking about gossip and what it does when you do that. And energetically speaking, when you gossip with an intention to make someone look like something they're not, that is energy manipulation. That is casting spells on people who you want to alter their perception of somebody, especially it's an energy you send out that you will 100% get back because this universe is vibrational. So it's like reverberation. What you send out will come back to you simply by reverberation from bouncing back against the universe coming back to you. It's like a torus field, like a donut. It goes in and comes out and goes back in and comes out and goes back in. That's our universe. So if you want to receive pure positive energy and abundance and joy, then you probably 2222. I've been seeing that everywhere. 222. If you're seeing 222, this is your message. I've been seeing that everywhere. Then that's what you'll get back. So we'll see. We'll continue and we'll see. That could just be a short PSA of something Spirit wants me to share about. We'll see. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, I am so grateful for the messages. Please be with me. You know what? I've been thinking of my magic cards lately. I haven't done my magic cards. I mean, we all kiki and spill some tea, but gossiping about serious issues other people are going through is just vile. Yes, just Jan. Strong survives alone. People who gossip just deflecting attention away from themselves. Yes, exactly. Well, or, what I'm learning is people can be addicted to drama. That trauma bond that people do. When they're in a group setting and they're drinking and they're having fun, they want it to be a fun environment. And, oh, what did you hear? What happened to patients? Oh, well, I heard that. I don't know, whatever they say, So, and they'll often project subconsciously. We're learning that a lot of people project subconsciously what they're going through. So, yeah, for sure. We'll do our magic cards. Wrench. Oh. I said wrench and Spirit said bench. So there's been a wrench thrown into someone's plan. Someone who had vigilance. This says clue. We just got a clue. Spirit said bench and this is wrench. Wrench, bench. So there may have been a wrench thrown into someone's plan that has benched them. They made someone a target. They sacrificed someone and made them a target. Someone here maybe in sacrificial energy, just meaning like they targeted someone and chose to sacrifice their own reputation. And basically, like what I just said, you get what you give out. Spirit said, yeah. Spirit just said, yeah. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I love you. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me another clue. Cliff Haven kite sail. Someone may be on the bench now. Ryan? Spirit said Ryan. When Cliffhaven kite sail enters the battlefield, attach a target to control it. Someone may be flying free, detaching themselves from someone who tried to control them. Someone who tried to control them, or control a narrative, or control something. Tried to attach themselves to somebody's life. A novice inspector. A novice inspector. Human detective. It's the perfect evidence. If the perfect evidence appears at your feet, your first task is to rule out misdirection. The Ravanican Agency of Magiological Investigations Handbook. I always say that there needs to be some kind of government agency that is filled with psychics, empaths, or something that can detect when people are using magic. And this could just be magic like lies or manipulation, but this says magiological. House. Someone could have lied about or misdirected someone about evidence about a house. Someone could have misdirected people about somebody and threw a wrench in people's idea of somebody because they wanted to control the narrative because something about a house or press play. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said press play. So something about some kind of property, or it doesn't have to be property, but it could be something of value. You know, that could be a bank account, I don't know, an inheritance, property, a house, something like that. Why did they do that? Why did they misdirect people about it? Totally lost, let us help. Totally lost, let us help. Yeah. Totally lost, wizards. Locator wizards. They may have sought out to get help from a wizard. What? Sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about? Fiery emancipation enchantment. Mighty Torbrand struck the invading phalanx like a bolt from the heavens. When the light faded, only ash remained around him. Spirit said dust earlier. Contributors. What? Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. So there's somebody here, and when I first started this reading, I mentioned a friend. So this could be a friend, or it doesn't have to be. It could be a family member. It could be a lover. It could be, put it where it fits energetically. But somebody here got a hold of some kind of artifact or something of value. They didn't want to let it go. They didn't want to let it go. This artifact or property or thing of value may belong to somebody else. They were lost on how to hide this or go about moving forward without having to give it up. So their plan, their brilliant plan idea was to create a fiery emancipate. I am here, thank you, Spirit. To create a fiery emancipation. They may have went out of their way. I don't know how you come to this conclusion. Maybe it was suggested to them. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent player, it deals triple damage to that permanent player instead. So whatever this was, by giving it up, it would have brought permanent damage to them. Or by by finding this wizard or someone, they gathered people to help them do this or hired somebody to do this. There's some kind of evidence of that, and it may have caused permanent damage. So, or it could be both. It could have ruined them for them to give up this valuable item permanently, and also it will ruin them by doing this thing they did. Totally lost, let us help. There's someone who provides a service for something like that, or they may have hired an investigator that also dibble dabbles in magic or something like that. I don't know why I was called to do these magic cards, but it could possibly be, oh, Gravestone Strider. Golem. Stop us. Spirit said they want us to stop these people. The empty graves grew tired of waiting for bodies to fill them and set out to make some. This practitioner that they hired to create a fiery emancipation, some kind of enchantment that would have caused permanent damage to most people. They hired someone to do this so someone wouldn't receive a valuable item or artifact. It doesn't have to be an artifact, it could just be some kind of inheritance, like I said, or something valuable. So I was doing some investigating the other day, and I was following the clues that Spirit was guiding me towards, and I found many practitioners on Instagram where they have pictures of doing like binding spells. And I saw, in particular, one that thank you, Spirit just said see. One in particular that I saw was this guy who claimed to be a practitioner. Spirit said 7 spirits. Yes, I saw many. They claim to be these magic practitioners. Okay, and you can find them on Instagram. You DM them and say, hey, it says in their bio, court cases and love spells, breakup spells, money spells, all that. And, for a fee, I can do these things for a fee. Just DM me. So I was looking at this one, and I'm not singling this person out. This is just the one that stood out to me. There was a picture of, 2 candles, and one candle had the picture of a guy, and the other candle had a picture of the woman. And it was like a breakup spell or something to break up two people. So right then and there, I'm just logical deduction that must be an ex. An ex is making breakup spells for somebody who's moved on to somebody else. That's wrong, okay? That's wrong. So the reason why I bring it up is because totally lost? Let us help. Magical practitioner. You need a court case to go your way. You need an inheritance to go in your favor. You need someone taken care of. Let us help. That's ridiculous that so many people would think, oh, that's the answer. That's the answer to my problems. Let me just DM this person that I don't even know on Instagram. You don't know what they've done in their life. You don't know their energy. You don't know if they're using good magic or bad magic. You don't know their intentions. They're taking your money and they themselves don't have any idea. This person, no place to go. They have no idea about energy, but they're manipulating it for money for their own selfish gain. That is wrong. So the person here started with some kind of gossip to make somebody who was supposed to receive something look like they were a creature, like they were a wrench, like they were some kind of like they were some kind of I guess bad person or something, so they wouldn't receive some kind of gift. But something happened and that didn't work. So they had to take it a step further. So they're perusing on Instagram and they're thinking the thought, what am I going to do? And the thought brought them to some practitioner that probably specializes in fiery emancipation to control a player to create permanent damage. So the light would fade from them. Okay, so this picture. Oh my God, didn't I just say picture? Hi, ciao. Hello, thank you. Didn't I just say picture? I saw a picture on the candles. Spirit just said picture, and there's gravestone strider here. Someone may have put someone's picture in a graveyard or did some graveyard put some graveyard dirt on it or something in a jar. I don't know. I don't do magic. I'm learning about magic through these reads. I just started doing these reads as a way to develop my psychic ability last year. And I've learned that there are people out there who do this shit and wonder why things go wrong in their life. Okay. So someone is doing graveyard magic, putting your picture and with some graveyard dirt in a jar and shoving it in the freezer. I don't know. Okay. I couldn't tell you. Okay. Because they don't want you to receive something. What is this thing? What don't they want you to receive? Oh, it's a malevolent hermit. Look at this guy. This person is malevolent. This person's malevolent. They're non-human. They're a wizard. Didn't I say it's a wizard? They're disturbed. They tried to transform you and disturb you, but they are the ones who got disturbed. They did something in the graveyard to transform confirmation and alarm. Oh my gosh, they must be in some kind of trouble now. Spirit just said Amy. Amy could be relevant. They were trying to do this to somebody who is some kind of magiological investigator. I'm not laughing. I'm just like, it should be a movie, honestly. I should make a movie about this. So, this person who this practitioner is transforming into a disturbed creature because they're becoming malevolent. But that's what happens when you mess with things you don't understand. You mess Oh my gosh, this is just like, it's not just like it, but it's reminding me of it. I was I was working today and I was listening to this story from Rotten Mango. I love her, Stephanie. She was talking about this woman who, this might cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. It might trigger you. It's about some CA, just real quickly. She hurt her kid, okay? But she had some kind of seizure, and their culture is Hmong, and she was claiming that she saw a spirit and then went into a seizure. And in Hmong culture, having a seizure means your soul is leaving your body and you're being taken over by something else. That's in their culture. So when she hurt her child, that's what happened. And she claimed to have seen some kind of spirited situation, some kind of evil spirit before, and then she couldn't remember that she did it. And then her husband said that they sacrifice animals for their religion. They didn't, I don't know if they did that, but what I'm saying is the misunderstanding of your actions to control something or to give your power away, and the misunderstanding of energy manipulation. This person they hired thought they were a wizard, okay? Some kind of person on Instagram that thinks they can control court cases through energy manipulation. Oh, Amy. Yeah, Spirit said Amy. Spirit said Amy. Spirit saying hi. Hate wizards. Well, first of all, if you think that you're a wizard because you can light a candle and project energy off somewhere and, go into the great, like, first of all, going into a graveyard at any point in time to do anything other than pay homage to your ancestors is weird. Okay, just know that right away. Like, anything that you're speaking to energetically on the other side, confirmation, that is telling you to go to the graveyard and put a picture of somebody, no. Okay, and this is why we made a short about this. Just because you can go online and look up any spell you want, that who knows who created it, who knows where it came from, just because you can go to some old library that has some weird book in there that has like weird spells in the occult section, doesn't make you some powerful wizard, okay? There's a past life that I had seen in my Akashic record, and I only get bits and pieces of it. 40. Spirit said 40. Yeah, I'm 41 now, and I got my first vision of it when I was 40. I was once a very bad sorceress. Okay, I did love spells on people. Not in this life. I would never do that in this life. But in a past life, I did that many, many lives ago, like in an alternate reality in another dimension. And I did that, and I had to pay karmic debt for that. I had to do many lives where I went through many trials and tribulations to pay off that karmic debt. That's what spirit wants us to understand about energy manipulation. People will do all of this magic for money, to have power, to look cool, but they don't understand the repercussions of it. This person's turning into a creature, a malevolent hermit, because of energy manipulation that they were hired to do to create some enchantment so somebody wouldn't attain some kind of artifact. There's could be some kind of evidence that someone is going to either give or someone's going to find. There might be some kind of trail, maybe on Instagram, of someone messaging people to actually pay for services like this. There could be possibly something like that going on here. Someone named John, possibly. Spirit said Amy. I have John, Reagan, Pamela, Sarah. That's all I have. There's no line. Applaud. Spirit said applaud. Thank you, Spirit. Atrocious experiment. Oh my God. Atrocious experiment. Target player mills 2 cards. Loses life. There is no line John Irenicus would not cross to regain his lost immortality. There's a practitioner here who's not doing good because they were doing some kind of enchantments or projecting some kind of energy manipulation because they were hired by somebody to do so, and they may have gone to like extremes. I don't know why yet. It kind of has the energy like whatever they were doing, like they did multiple things, but it just wasn't working. So it became some kind of experiment. It started, hello everybody, a new moon, Devoe, all my favorites are here. Thank you so much. It became some kind of atrocious experiment because usually it works. Usually when they're hired to do something and, put the picture of the person in a jar and do all that, it works. But for some reason, whoever they were hired to do magic against, it didn't work. And there's some kind of physical trail of messages that were received and sent about this exchange for money for magical spells against somebody. But because it turned into some atrocious experiment, and this practitioner online, locatorwizards.com, does not understand energy, they kept doing something because they were paid to do it. But then it became some kind of like something that became like a challenge, like, why didn't it work? It usually 11:11. Oh my gosh, it usually always works. It's supposed to work. It usually always does. Why doesn't it work right now? So because they kept doing it, they were sending out this energy, this fire emancipation energy, to damage someone permanently. They may have gone to extremes to find spells or create spells that included graveyard magic. The empty graves grew tired of waiting for bodies to fill them and set out to make some. Because of this energy that they kept doing, the sorcery, there's no line that John Irenicus would not cross. It's literally transforming this person into a disturbed person. Uh, you guys, energy manipulation's real. You go on Instagram and you will see thousands of people doing magical spells for court cases, for breakup spells. There are jaded lovers who will go and seek out these services to break up people's new life with somebody else. And most likely, Spirit just said most likely. So I don't know. This could be either a family member or an ex or something. Take it as it resonates. Where to, Spirit? What else? How can we help? What else do you want us to know? I have so many cards to choose from. It's overwhelming. Let's see what they talk about when they're exchanging these messages, okay? We'll do our reply cards. Okay. Spirit, why did they seek out this person? Dude, it's 3 in the morning. They could possibly be on drugs where they're up all night, not in the right mind. Or it could involve 3 people. The power of 3. Can I bring my stuffed animals? It could and possibly involve animal sacrifice, just like I was listening on that podcast. This religion sacrifices animals, but just know, we talk about this all the time. Anything that you're talking to that would, not gonna lie, EDW, 3 people. Any energy that you're talking to that's non-physical that asks you to sacrifice animals, I will 100% tell you right now that ain't God. God will never ask you to do that. That's actually an abomination in the Bible, it says, because it's a mock. It's to mock God, because God created everything here. So God doesn't want you to sacrifice his creations, her creations, for him or her. That's ridiculous. He would never want that. So anything that you're doing that to gain some kind of power or to do some kind of manipulation isn't good. It's not going to be good. Okay? I guarantee it. It will not turn out good for you. Okay, so can I bring my stuffed animals? Dude, it's 3 in the morning. So they're doing something at night in the graveyard at 3 in the morning, which is also the witching hour. Okay, or what they call the witching hour. It's just when the veil is the thinnest. Okay, possibly something with animals in your picture. Okay, I want to say yes, but I feel like you're a Hufflepuff and I'm a full Gryffindor. I told you, magic. This is some kind of magic. This person could oh look, this card's not supposed to be in there. It's the little devil. Only witness to the most terrible crime you ever committed. Scream. This person isn't this person is malevolent because of the energy projection. They didn't know this would happen. Tell me what... They could be going against somebody who's a full Gryffindor, someone who possibly has some kind of positive, I don't know, magic? I don't feel like, I don't know. Well, who's this person that they're doing this against? Oh, just 1 second. Someone is choking at the table next to me. I gotta perform an emergency tracheotomy. Oh, just a sec. Someone's choking at the table next to me. This person lacks empathy. This person lacks any kind of compassion or empathy for anything, or for the person they were sending the magic to, or for the people they send the magic to. They don't even think about how it affects anybody. They just get paid to do it, and then they do it, and it usually works. But now they're choking. And they could be in some kind of emergency or something. there's some kind of emergency they're going through or something's happening to them. Whoa, I thought we agreed to keep our text to a 3-word maximum. If I wanted to read a novel, I'd go to Barnes and Noble.
8 spirits.
Spirit said 8 spirits again, twice. This could be a group of people, and I have 3 again. I have 3, 3, and 8, 8. Huh. There could be up to 8 people that this person would gather to do this atrocious experiment of something they found in a book, some kind of text they found in a book that they agreed upon to do, to perform. Electromagnetic frequency, Spirit said, EMF. It's some kind of energy manipulation. But they did it at the last second. And because it was an emergency. This is why you're not invited to Twister night with the boys anymore. Have fun with your wife. This may be some kind of man coven or something, or like boys club, or like a group of men that this person gathered together, that invited together at night to do for fun an atrocious experiment. No women were invited. Shut yo Skechers wearing ass up. People were really sketchy. A gay coven? I don't know. Maybe. It says, shut your ass up. Something done in secret. Sketchy activities with some kind of boys club that they didn't invite their wives or girlfriends to. Doing something at 3 in the morning, possibly on drugs, with animals, against somebody who's in Gryffindor and they're in Hufflepuff. Some kind of competition or some kind of like opposing energy. They did something at the last second because there was something they had to do, like an emergency, something they had to do quickly. But now they're choking because they're a witness to one of the most terrible crimes they've ever committed, or they committed a terrible crime against somebody. Or somebody could possibly be a witness to a terrible crime. Yeah, is it okay if I bring my little brother? I promise you won't pull down your pants again. Maybe it is a gay coven. This could possibly been initiated by somebody's brother or sibling. Oh my gosh, look at the top of the deck. There's this devil looking at an angel. This could have been done against an earth angel. This magic, and look at the blue. That blue smoke is always magic to me. Somebody targeted an earth angel, and that's why it doesn't work on them. That's why they keep doing it, an atrocious experiment, because they're doing it against a Gryffindor, someone who's the good guy. They took an offer they couldn't refuse because they get paid to do this. Elspeth wanted answers. Xander needed a spy. Their paths were destined to cross. A spy! I told you, someone hired this sorcerer, this online wizard, to send or do a spell towards somebody who's an earth angel, but they don't know about that stuff. They don't know that who an earth angel is. Spirit just said 3 spirits. They could have possibly gathered 3 to 8 people, a group of men that dibble dabble in this stuff, to perform an emergency ceremony or something, spell in a graveyard with animals, but something happened. Someone witnessed something terrible. They promised that they wouldn't talk about it. They had to make a promise, some kind of promise. But this person, this sorcerer, this wizard spies on this earth angel. They like do magic and then they like spy on them to see if it works or something. Because they don't want to get caught with their pants down because their life is falling apart and they're turning really malevolent. They possibly don't even have control of their own thoughts. Dude, I can't have this conversation with you again. Move on. They're obsessed with this earth angel. They're obsessed. Yeah, seriously. But people who are on drugs, who aren't in their right mind, or who have energy attachments, or who are so desperate to have control, this is why we get higher perspectives of linear views, because people who have to have, there's somebody here who hired them that didn't want an earth angel to receive something. I don't know what it is. What didn't they want this earth angel to receive? I think it has to do with property or something of value. Excellent. I'll pick you up on my scooter. Spirit said excellent. And oh, look right here, land. It's some kind of land or property or something. Lustful husband lives double life. 1-800-WIZARD might be a bit sus. Seriously, not even 1-800. Just go on Instagram and you can type in wizard and find a bunch of people you can DM, slide into their DM box and ask them to do it. Patron of the arts. Yeah, someone who practices the arts of magic. Okay? That's ridiculous. You can't do that, okay? That's not going to be good for you. So this practitioner has been doing it turned into an experimentation because every spell they did wouldn't work because it's an earth angel. And I'm learning, I don't know everything, but what I'm learning and what Spirit tells me is that a soul who incarnates that is of divine energy, that's an earth angel, that's an angel. Spirit said, take that. When an angel incarnates as a human, they have a divine mission, and there ain't no magic because God created magic, okay? You're not above God. Just because you do magic doesn't mean that you override God's will, okay? This Spirit said pride. Yeah, this person was prideful because they get paid to do spells. They get paid to do this. They're a patron of the arts, but they're really a lizard. And it wasn't working. Spirit said sister. This could be your sister. They hired somebody. This person became obsessed with an earth angel, watching them doing magic and then watching to see if it works. But if they're an earth angel, they're divinely protected. God says no. You're not going to project all your magic at an angel that came here with a mission. If an angel came here, better believe that that angel has a whole mission, a whole purpose to affect or to influence a whole collective positively. And that's part of God's plan. You cannot override God's plan with magic. So this person doesn't know that because they are a malevolent wizard that's a lizard person. God says no. And so you can't, so this person didn't know that, okay? This wizard.com locator, okay? This person didn't know that. So they're like, their pride would not let them refuse doing magic to an earth angel. So they do it. They watch them, they spy on them. This became an obsession. Okay, they want their paths to cross. This person could possibly be trying to find a way to. You don't know this person. You don't know this practitioner or whoever this earth angel is. You don't know them. They know you because your sister or somebody in your family hired them to ruin your life. Okay, to ruin your life, to create a fiery emancipation. Okay. So now this person is, because, okay, when you project this energy towards somebody who's divinely protected, this person may have abilities. True, they're Gryffindor, they're from the house of Gryffindor. Okay, they could have abilities. So, and they're also divinely protected. So this person's sending out projections and it's going back to them. So the fiery emancipation is happening to them. Okay. What else do you want us to know? That's a little triggering for me. Don't ask why. This person is being triggered because they live in their pride and they've been doing and getting paid for energy manipulation. Child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. Yeah, this person could possibly. Oh, that's sad. Oh my God. This person's unstable. Okay, so their kids could be being taken away because they're malevolent. And didn't I say the story that I was listening to about CA and how it could be triggering? Interesting thought. I will now ponder over it a while. Yeah, they're losing everything. They're losing their children, they're losing their house, they're losing whatever they own, whatever they sent out to an earth angel to create permanent damage. It's going back to them and they're losing everything. They're losing their mind, they're losing their family, they're losing their creativity, they're literally losing everything because they wanted to be some online wizard that takes money to do breakup spells. Oh, you need a breakup spell? No problem. DM me. Oh, you. Spirit just said lexicostatistic. Lexicostatistic. Let me Google it because I don't know that one. Lexicostatistic. Didn't do it.
According to Britannica, lexicostatistics, a controversial method for studying word replacement in relation to subgrouping, often distinguishes a subset of terms called basic vocabulary. Lists of basic vocabulary words typically include those for body parts, terms for everyday natural phenomena, sky, wind, rain, sun, star, earth, stone.
A method of comparative linguistics that involves comparing the percentage of lexical cognates between languages. So this person was in some kind of competition with you. Statistical manipulation. They were trying to compare their power with yours. Now they're having bad karma. This became some kind of sick, atrocious experiment because they thought that they were sending you magic, and then they thought that you were sending them magic that was more powerful. So they had to one up you because of their pride. Spirit said pride. Because of their pride, they had to one up you. So they started getting more and more crazy in the magic they were doing. So they could have possibly been doing elemental magic. This says golem and graveyard. It says there's no line they wouldn't cross to regain their immortality. Because that's ridiculous. You don't even know this person. This person, they're doing magic at you and nothing's happening, and then everything's happening to them. They think it's you put magic on them, but it's really just energy that they're sending out. I'm not judging, but this person's a fucking idiot. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But this person's an idiot. You can't do messed up things to people and then think that everything's gonna go right for you. That's just stupid, okay? You can't gossip about people. You can't send out intentions to hurt people. You can't break people up. You don't even know them. You don't even have empathy for what happens to them. You just take people's money and then you ruin people's lives, and then you wonder why you're losing your children and why you're on drugs. And I mean, I don't know, that just doesn't make sense to me. What makes you think that you deserve anything good when you don't do anything good? Spirit said bright. This ain't the brightest bulb in the light socket. Okay. They're a game called Reply. It's a game called New Phone Who Dis. It's a game. I do game cards. I try to do game cards because it's fun. When Tinkerbell waves her magic wand, you'll be more powerful wizard ever. How can we heal it? How can we heal it, Spirit? How can we heal it? Believing is seeing. Believe that what you're seeing is a direct reflection of what you gave out. Come through, Spirit. Karma! Can I make it up? I got bad karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Didn't I tell you in a past life I was a sorceress and I did love spells and I did all this shit? And I had many this person's gonna have so many lives that they're gonna have to pay it back. Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for wherever I go. If this person wants any kind of debt repayment, the first step to do towards it is gratitude. This person took advantage of magical arts practices for their own personal gain and then let it get to their head, and now the energy manipulation that they sent out is coming back to them and they have nothing to be grateful for. They can't even find gratitude. Letting go. They need to let go of this. This is something that they're never going to win because they're stuck in their root chakra. They're stuck in they have no stability. They ruined their whole chances to have a stable, abundant life for lifetimes for doing this. Do not mess with things you don't understand. I don't care. Spirit said shut down. That's it. I don't care how many spells you look up on the internet. None of them are going to bring you abundance. Abundance comes from within, from gratitude, from connecting with your spirit guides, from understanding the way energy works. This person didn't understand. They didn't get the memo. Okay? They didn't hear the signs. They couldn't let go of some kind of silent competition against an earth angel. Okay? I love you, collective. See you on the next one. If the earth angel doesn't even know them, how can she be putting spells on them? Drugs are bad. Yeah, exactly. This is like so like warped and delusional. It's an illusion. This is what happens when you, and I'm going to make the next spirit news about this, and I'll quickly say it. When you dibble dabble in spiritual practices, it makes you like an upside down pyramid where your root chakra is like really small and shriveled, and your crown chakra is so open that you live in a delusional state. It's like making up things and you believing them. And that's what this person did. They were doing magic thinking they were so powerful and then wondering why their magic wasn't working. But instead of letting go, they just kept going. And then they started telling themselves that you must know that they're doing it and you're doing it back to them. It's some sick, delusional energy. Well, good luck. I love you guys. Bye.